Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Melee, a video game that came out in 2005. Now during this date, this is when people really start thinking, is this really ripping off Super Smash Brothers? Well, people automatically think that before even playing it, and this leads to the games not really doing well, especially this one. I have played for the PC and I see pretty much differences besides the fact that you can just, run around the whole field and just start beating up people, and the fact they have light bars. Those two are like the main things that really want to see it. They also have like damage dampering, unlike in Super Smash Brothers where you just have the percentages and the damage still stays the same no matter how hard you hit them. But yeah, I actually pretty much do recommend this game. I mean, it's not great, but it's pretty good. Trust me. When 2005 was almost on its last legs, Capcom decided to take a hit on what Smash Brothers has been producing. Well, technically, what Treasure has been producing before Nintendo actually got to it. And thus, they came out with Viva Joe Red Hot Rumble. Now, I'm just going to be honest with you. If you think this is a blatant ripoff of Super Smash Brothers, you need to be slapped. Please let me explain. Sure, the movement and the fighting might be similar to that, but this game has different goals. In each stage, you have different goals of what you can do to collect more money to make you the winner of the whole bout. Take this clip for example. See what I mean? But I will say this, it gets pretty boring. I'm sorry to say, but it pretty do get boring. It's like Dreamers, unless you have a lot of people that really want to play and really get behind and everything. It'll probably be on your shelf most of the time. But hell, it has Viva Joe. Who doesn't love Viva Joe? But I really do suggest that you try, check out other ones before going to this one. And speaking of checking out other things, I also do have this one Japanese game that you might call a ripoff, and I might somewhat agree, but I really don't give a fuck due to the fact that it is a really good game. And that is called Battle Stadium DON. Battle Stadium DON. A Japanese fighter in Melee Super Smash Bros. Style. Now, you might say this is a ripoff, and I will somewhat agree, but oh my god, this game got me so hyped among other things whenever I play this. And when you actually have friends around, oh my god, this game, you keep playing and playing and playing. Even when you're alone, you'll keep playing. Trust me, it's that good. Now, normally I would say, try to download the ISO for it, but I really suggest try to import it. That is, if you have a hacked PlayStation 2 or a hacked Xbox 360. If you have a GameCube and want to play it, I suggest you get a Wii, hack it, and then play it. It's the only way you can do it, but seriously, I suggest you play this game, and if you really like it, get it and own it for yourself. September of 2006. The Wii is fresh inside the market. People are grabbing it up, and we actually noticed that another Super Smash Bros. Style game came out. The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Yeah, I know, just roll with it. And it's pretty fair. The game was also released for the Xbox, PlayStation 2, and GameCube, but the game itself is pretty fair, but it's not party hype. I will say that much. The controls are okay, it gets boring. Like most of the games I mentioned, it gets boring sometimes. 2 years has passed since the Wii has been in the market. Some games came out. Some Nintendo licensed games came out as well, like the Super Mario Galaxy, Of course, we all loved it, but we were still missing that one thing. But in 2008, it came, it saw, and it conquered. Super Smash Bros. Brawl for the Wii. Not superior to Melee, but still twice as fun. New characters, new stages, and even a new mode that replaces the adventure mode that I had on Melee called the Subspace Emissary. Now, some people, well not some, most of the fans of this game actually hate it, but I truly adore it. Seriously, I adore what they did here because, let me say this. Even though Adventure, Super Smash Bros. Melee was supposed to be like a throwback to a classic in Adventure mode, I actually wanted like a more in-depth storyline that they give a reason why the characters met up in a place like that. And they actually gave it, and they executed in a pretty good way, but that's another different story. The controls, gameplay, everything top notch. One year later, Ubisoft had the license to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and guess what they decided to do with it? They made a fair and well-played game called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Smash Up, which is another Super Smash Bros. Type game. Even though the movement and the controls feel the same, the game is pretty different. I mean, unless you're going by the timer, but they do have like some type of objectives of what you can do within the game, especially in the arcade mode. I will have to say this though, it's not boring, but you wouldn't really be playing this that much at all anyway, especially since you have Super Smash Bros. Right there on your desk. I do wish that the character selection was more expanded, but hell, it's still a pretty decent game anyway. June 5th, 2011, Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion came out for the Nintendo DS. And yes, this is another Super Smash Bros. Style game, but this game is actually pretty damn good. Trust me, I actually played it. But I'll have to say this. If you're going to buy this game, you might as well buy the XL version. That's for the other big name systems like the Wii, PlayStation 3, Xbox 360. That game has a lot more content than it do on a Nintendo 3DS, and that's basically something to look forward to. The controls are pretty damn good. Let's say this right here. They even have synergy, which is just somewhat like assist trophies on Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and it actually worked pretty well. And Punch Time Explosion is indeed the final smash, but besides all that, it's actually pretty damn good. Nice to meet. Even though I show a lot of these footage and actually explain the matters to which game, you're still wondering, what does this have to do with PlayStation Battle Royale? My point exactly is, no one has ever said anything until 2005 to now that could be a Super Smash Bros. Ripoff, even though Treasure came up with the whole party fighting idea first for the Sega Mega Drive. You might say it don't really count because it's Japanese only, but hey, it's a video game. People have access to it now, so I think it do actually count, especially since that game has been getting a lot of attention lately. And about all the other Super Smash Bros. Type games, I say, if you haven't, try it, don't really talk about it unless you're trying to go from a capitalist viewpoint. Besides, most of them that I actually explain are pretty damn good, especially the first one that came out, Micro Twasting. That will always be fun. But I noticed that a lot of people, especially Nintendo fanboys, are claiming that they are ripping off Nintendo. And this is where this video comes in. Well, this is basically the end of it, everyone. If you have any questions, comments, and concerns, please leave them in the comment box. And if you actually want me to do more, please PM me about some topics that you want me to talk about. I'm Daisy the Conqueror, and I'll see y'all later, everyone.